Hi guys, Shire Inspired here. I was just going to do a quick update with you guys. I know I haven't been on here in a while, and I'm sorry. Um, Halloween to Christmas is just really, really busy time for me and, everybody. Anyway, so I'm not really doing the YouTuber thing. I'm not trying to get followers or anything like that. I just have some older family members that don't really know how to work the whole social media thing with Instagram or Facebook or whatever. So I do a couple videos on here, where they can kind of keep up with me. Anyway, that being said, I have a couple updates for you guys, and I really want to get real with y'all. I have some serious things to talk about. So, anyway, first things first. I had seen someone post the other day that always notice who claps when you win. On the flip side of that, pay attention to who doesn't. That being said, there are some people in your life that are just not going to be happy for you, no matter what happens, or how much weight you lose, or what kind of job you have, or what kind of vehicle you drive, or what clothes you wear, or whatever. There will always be someone in your life that's just not happy for you, or they want to see you do better, but they don't want to see you do better than themselves. So, yeah, I'm dealing with a couple of those. One of them is one of the guys from work. He's noticed, he was like, "Oh my God, you've lost so much weight. You look so good, blah, blah, blah. But your arms, though." Okay, so I'm going from one insecurity of being this fat lard to another insecurity of flappy skin, which I don't really have a lot of. Here, I'll show you guys. See, I've got some under here. But I'm also doing yoga classes and a lot of strength training with my upper body. Mounted archery, so, drawing back bows and stuff like that. Anyway, so I am working on toning my arms. I know I'm going to have skin removal surgery at some point with them anyway. I'm already looking forward to that part of my journey. Anyway, so that being said, just keep in mind that don't compare yourself to anybody else. Just compare yourself to you. And you would have given anything to be where you are now when you started. So don't let people get you down. People are going to point out their flaws just because seeing you become a better person makes them feel more insecure about themselves. Maybe there's someone that had a crush on you that never said anything, or maybe they're a coworker that's always kind of envied you because you got a position they wanted, or whatever. Yeah, so that was kind of the first thing. Second thing was, I did go to work the other day, and I wore a very nice new shirt, and heels are a new thing in my life. I've never wore those. So, yeah, so I was strutting through work with my heels and my new shirt. I had my hair fixed and my makeup done, and I passed my own reflection in the window and didn't recognize myself. It was like, is that me? Hi, girl. Hi. Anyway, that was kind of narcissistic. But, I've always been the type to shy away from my own reflection just because I didn't want to see. So now that I can kind of face it and be like, is that me? That is me. That's not so bad. It's a little more encouraging. Body dysmorphia is a thing, guys, for real. I sometimes feel like I'm not doing very well, or I hit a plateau where, I don't feel like I'm losing weight at all. And, it helps to put pictures together. People think you're being narcissistic or braggy. Let them think what they want to think. Do what you have to do to keep yourself in the mindset of success. And that's how I do it. I will find an old picture and try to retake that picture in the same pose, or take a picture and try to find an old one with the same pose or whatever, and then put them side by side and be like, whoa, I am making progress. And that's what it's about. It's about progress, not perfection. So, yeah, when it boils down to it, just really, don't be so hard on yourself. And I actually got off Facebook because I was being more hard on myself than I needed to be. I was in, all these bariatric Facebook groups, and there were all these girls that had the same surgery as me on the same date, and they had lost 2, 3, 4 times more weight than I had. And I was like, am I doing something wrong? Am I messing something up? And really all it boils down to is just do what your dietitian or your nutritionist tells you to do. Everyone's going to have their opinion. Oh, you're doing this wrong. My doctor said do it that way. Or ultimately just go by what your physician says, or your nutritionist. And I think that's kind of been a good success for me. So speaking of success, for those of you that don't know me or are trying to keep up with me, January 2018, I started at a high weight of 360 pounds. That's painful to say. And I am currently at 268. So if I can drop 2 more pounds by the end of January 2019, then that means I've lost 100 pounds in a year. 42 of that, I lost the old-fashioned way before surgery. It was just diet and exercise, and that's how I lost 42 pounds of it. My goal weight is 210, which I'm 5'11", so that's a pretty decent weight for my height. And I guess the last thing I wanted to touch on was try to inspire people. You may not want to really talk about your weight loss journey because it's been such a touchy subject in your life for so many years or for so long. You never wanted to talk about your weight. You never wanted anyone to ask, how much do you weigh? You never wanted to put it out there, especially in a public forum. But try to, because you never know when someone's going to need your inspiration, or you might help someone that feels like they're doing something wrong, or they feel like they're not getting anywhere, getting anything done. And mine was my VSG Confessional. Erin is an awesome person to watch and follow. Her channel, I will post it down below. And she was really inspirational to me. I would just sit at work and listen to her videos as I'm working. And she got me through a lot of stuff. And she's very real. She just gets very real with her watchers. And it really gets you through the hard times and times that you feel like you're not budging, you're not losing inches, you're not seeing the scale move, you're not changing clothes size. And she touches on all of that. So I was sleeved on September 11th. Today is December 14th, I guess. I honestly don't know. No, 15th? I guess it's the 15th. So, anyway, in that time, I've steadily lost weight, but I'm also keeping to my dietitian's and nutritionists' suggestions. Not gonna lie, I have cheated a couple times where, we go to a Mexican restaurant or something and I have some chips with my salsa, but I'm not like going out and ordering pizzas or stopping to get ice cream and having all this fried food and stuff like that. My idea of cheating is I'm gonna have a bowl of grapes today because grapes are so high in fruit sugars. So I mean, my definition of cheating is totally different than what someone else would consider. But anyway, the last thing I really wanted to touch on was that, to inspire. So someone reached out to me, and I cannot tell you what it meant to me. It meant the world to me that this person reached out to me. And her Instagram is Purple Corey. And Purple Corey reached out to me. She's from Australia. I live in Houston, Texas. So she had reached out to me. She also has been through this journey where she started out very overweight, and has gradually gotten smaller, and she's in the equestrian community. And I think I've touched on this before in a couple videos, but the equestrian community does not cater to the obese at all. They're almost as bad as a runway. I mean, a modeling industry or something. I mean, their idea of a large shirt, you know, would be a medium or a small that you would get at, you know, Walmart or somewhere like that. So the equestrian community is just really rough on anyone that's obese, and I don't condemn it. I don't condone it, but I don't condemn it either, because I do see it from the horse's point of view. You know, you don't want to put someone on a horse that's going to damage the horse's back or sway back them or cause hoof problems. But I mean, there's a lot of other factors to factor in too. What kind of saddle pad do you have on the horse? What kind of cushioning is on the saddle? Does the tree even fit the horse? You know, how long is this rider going to be on the horse? How fast are they going to be going? There's so many things to factor in. And I know in America, we have a 20% rule. SPCA, I believe, kind of set the regulation that the rider plus the tack has to weigh 20% or less of the horse's body weight in order to ride. But like I said, there's so many other things to factor in there. Anyway, it really touched me that Purple Corey reached out to me. When I started this, my dad was very curious about the whole surgery and everything I was about to go through, and was I serious about this, and was I really going to keep up with it? And you know, so I started showing him photos, before and after photos that I had found in my other VSG groups, and he kind of stopped and he looks at me and he's like, one day someone will sit down with their dad and show them pictures of you, and you're going to be someone's inspiration, and someone's going to say, I can do this because she did it. Look where she started. Look what she went through. If she can do it, I can do it. So when Purple Corey reached out to me, it actually hit me a lot harder than I'm sure she probably intended. But if I do all this and only touch one person or inspire one person, I'm okay with that. Because I needed that. I needed that one person, which was Aaron, VSG Confessional. I needed that one person that could get me through and tell me, hey, I've been there. I know it's rough. We're not all perfect. We're not going to stick to the diet every single day. You're going to mess up. Just get back on track and keep going. And I think that's why diets have failed me so many times before, because I would try to change so many things at once, and it's not about that. You have to change one thing and adapt to it. Change another thing and adapt to it. The little changes add up. And the more little changes you make, the bigger an impact you're going to see in yourself. And I've had a very, very healthy support system, from my boyfriend to my stepmom, of course, my dad, my stepsister. There have been so many people that have just been a rock for me. And you have to have that if you're going to go through this. You can't go through this alone. You absolutely can't. And it's also very healthy to have someone in your support system that's not doing so well. They may be malnourished, they may be vitamin deficient, they may be cheating like crazy and having pizza all the time, or come over with hamburgers or whatever. And you can kind of use that person as an inspiration of what not to do, or even try to help them. You know, if they can't get vitamins, give them vitamins. If their nutritionist is very vague with them, give them some of the pamphlets, or make copies of the information that your nutritionist has given you. Anyway, this has been a really long 15-minute rant, so I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Just wanted to talk to you guys and kind of be real with y'all and keep that in mind. So thanks for watching, I guess. I don't know. Bye, guys.